Has made his decision, and it is the LA Clippers as he's coming home not to play for the Lakers, but for the Clippers. A big reason why this happened was when Leonard pushed Paul George to find a way to get to the Clippers. George approached Oklahoma City Thunder for his desire to leave, and OKC pulled off a big deal, and Kawhi and Paul George will be playing for the Clippers next season. Here's how the trade breaks down. The Clippers are going to send the Thunder Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Danilo Gallinari, 4 unprotected first-round picks, and another protected first-rounder and 2 pick swaps.
Let's bring in Stephen A. Smith now. Steve, what was your reaction when you heard about not only Kawhi Leonard heading to the Clippers, but also the trade involving Paul George?
Well, stunned to say the least. The Paul George part is what's stunning. We all knew that in terms of Kawhi Leonard and where he might end up. We all knew it was going to be the Clippers, the Lakers, or the Toronto Raptors. And for the last week or two, we've been hearing the Lakers, the Lakers, the Lakers. And then the Clippers kept saying to people like myself and others, excuse me, that ain't going to happen. I had one Clipper tell me there's no way in hell he's going to the Lakers. He's going to choose us, or he's going to stay in Toronto. So when you heard that Kawhi Leonard was going to end up a Clipper, that wasn't too surprising when you consider the fact that you have the richest owner in sports. You have one of the greatest executives in the history, if not the greatest executive in the history of the sport, in Jerry West, who obviously is the right-hand man of Steve Ballmer. And you have a Hall of Fame caliber coach in Doc Rivers, who, no disrespect to anybody else, but clearly is an upgrade from Frank Vogel. So you look at the Clippers organization, their mentality is that we're in a better situation right now. Lakers missed the playoffs 6 straight years. We just won 48 games, battled against the reigning champions in the first round, Golden State at the time. Where the shocker comes in is Paul George, because Paul George had an opportunity to be a Laker. Certainly things didn't work out in terms of Magic Johnson trying to acquire him, but as a free agent, he was free to go if he had so chose and had wanted to. And instead, he stayed in OKC. His relationship with Russell Westbrook obviously was considered to be stellar. Yes, they did get bounced out in the first round by the Portland Trailblazers. We all saw Damian Lillard hit that shot over Paul George to win the series. But to hear that Paul George ultimately approached OKC after being recruited by Kawhi Leonard and asking to be traded, and then for this to happen where essentially 5 different picks along with 2 players are given up by the Los Angeles Clippers, it's one thing to see Kawhi end up a Clipper. It's another thing to see the Clippers pull off getting him with Paul George. That is a shocker.
All right, so now what's the pecking order in the West now? How much better are the Clippers? Are they the favorite in the West now?
I think you have to give them the edge. I couldn't believe that anybody would come to me with a proposition that would say there's somebody better than the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But the Clippers were clearly a better team this year. And when you talked about them getting Kawhi Leonard, you only thought about him. But if you have Kawhi Leonard with Paul George and you have 2 stars on your team with the Los Angeles Clippers, with the depth that they have, with the coaching staff that they have, with the resources that they have, etc., I can't knock anybody right now who would think that the Clippers might very well be above the Lakers in the pecking order, particularly since, for the most part, they have a team, whereas in the case of the Los Angeles Lakers, you still have to construct one because they've got a roster to fill out with LeBron and AD.
We've got a great rivalry here in Los Angeles in the same building beginning next season. Stephen, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.